What's up, everybody? True Evil here, and today I want to talk about my day 2 recap of the Etheria Restart Final Test Beta. Now, tomorrow is when the real-time arena comes out, and we'll really see if all our planning and preparation is going to get us to that rank 1 PvP spot. But before then, today was more of farming the resources and materials we needed to be ready for that, as well as seeing how the meta plays out in AI Arena. Now, I don't think the AI Arena has any indication of what real-time Arena is going to be, because AI Arena is sort of built around having a nuke system where a team is trying to do Messiah or Born buffed up and try to one-shot the opposing team. And, if someone's trying to build a Born team, it's pretty easy to like ban a key piece in that to make it either not nuke or just ban the Born entirely. So I don't want to build my account around like a 6-star Tiamat or something. I want to have a really spread out team. So besides just farming materials, I want to show how my pulls went and my plans for tomorrow, as well as show some AI Arena. Now, if we go to my units, I pulled Heinrich today, and Heinrich changed everything. I was unfortunately having to deal with having Born and no characters to use around Born efficiently to get maximum value, and luckily I got Heinrich, who is probably the best character in the game in terms of PvE and PvP, just because modules are very hard to farm if you only have RGB units, because you're going to have to invest in some units that you don't want to, just because, Tiamat may be strong, but the boss that is green is going to crush her if she is not severely overleveled, and I mean severely overleveled. Although the hardest part about this is tomorrow is when I'm planning on farming the next level of shells. Because Born cannot crit, I do not have an extra shell for Heinrich, which is going to, make him not super strong at the beginning of the day tomorrow compared to like my Leanne, who has the Rock'em Sock'em. But, it is what it is. I'm just extremely glad I pulled Born. Now, besides Born, I also pulled Tsukiyomi, and this is going to really be a big key on who I pick to invest in, because I do believe you're going to need 7 units for real-time arena that are pretty much built to deal with your opponent banning one, but also picking the same, because I do think the first 3 picks in almost every match is going to be whoever goes first is going to pick Tiamat, and then the next 2 picks are going to be Leanne and Freya. So need to really decide how to go from there, and losing 1 or 2 units, we're going to have to pick some units that are, one, hard to pick. So Heinrich, for example, is probably the hardest unit to pull in the game, so I can always wait until 3rd pick to pick this bad boy. Now, the 2 units I'm thinking about leveling up, I'm actually thinking about 3. One of them is going to surprise you, but it's either going to be Chiaki the Echo or Tsukio me for my second support, just because I expect to not get to pick Freya consistently. I'm a little skeptical of Tsukio me just because her cooldowns are so high, so if the match lasts longer than 3 or 4 turns, I could be cooked. But I did do one AI arena match against someone who didn't have necessarily a nuker team, who they were using Tsukiyomi, which kind of made me feel like she is an okay choice. I'm going to put that in later on in the video. And then Chiaki the Echo, who is arguably the best in terms of just turn meter increasing, and her attack up is just consistent, right? Like Tsukiyomi is going to have 2 turns of downtime using her golden hour versus Chiaki, where her attack up is just a passive. It's always there. The problem with Chiaki, though, is she just doesn't do any damage. So, it's tough, because I do wish she was being able to have some sort of heal besides her just consistent attack up and turn meter up. But, you know, if she had heal, she would probably be the most busted character in the game. So, going to probably pick Tsukiyomi. And the other characters I'm thinking about picking is Kraken, just for the super strong CC. I think being able to get this to level 4 tomorrow before we start is going to be super substantial just because we don't have Lilith on the account. I was hoping on pulling Lilith, but you know, I'm fine having Timu Lilith. Now, the one unit I'm actually thinking about building is number 41, and I'm going to show at the end of this video why, because I faced someone who had a number 41 leveled up, and it made me look into the kit more and more, and why I think this is such a great pick. Now, let's just get on to the arena and see how it's turned up against our account, because I didn't invest all the way up on every character. I sort of spread it out, and I left a lot of energy refreshes that aren't the gem ones. It's the capsules or whatever that give the extra 100. I didn't use those today. I'm saving them up for tomorrow to see where I need to spend them. So we faced a couple accounts who did use those staminas, and we faced a couple accounts that were a little weaker than us. So I'm going to show a big variety and then number 41 at the end. Now, let's get in on to the arena matches. Now, I do expect a lot of people to have a level 45 5-star Leanne tomorrow, so I want to do this match even though I haven't fully leveled all my characters up to 45 yet, just to see where I stand against Leanne at the max difficulty. And I also want to see how this double support team works out, just because I am thinking about leveling up Tsukiyomi. Let's get it. Now, I think this is the strongest team. I was thinking about maybe using my Leanne too, but I think I need that advantage of having the levels. So I'm going to do it like this, see how it goes. This is a nuke team. Let's see if we survive the nuke. So we did survive the nuke, and I think I haven't seen this character yet. I'm going to look at her after this just because she was able to go before any other character, so that means that she's definitely a tech like Chiaki the Echo and might be worth checking out. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to nuke them, but might as well try. And I think there's two ways to go. Do we go for the support, or do we just straight up go for their only character that can kill? And I think let's see how going for the big one goes. Let's heal Tiamat. Unfortunate on the silence right there, but it is what it is. Do need to get rid of this healer, I think. I think we just need to focus on that. Okay, this unit might be nuts. Gonna take the B out, though. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's get her nice and weak so the AoE takes her out. And now we should be good to go. Now, let's play the strongest team without using our Tiamat, just because we know Tiamat is going to most likely be the number one choice of getting banned during real-time arena. So let's see how this changes anything. Which I do wish that my strongest opponent possible on the choices had a healer like Sonya, but I do think not everyone is going to get Sonya, which is kind of crazy to think about because the game gives you so many pulls. But some people just have really bad luck. So after that last arena match, I went and checked this unit out, and I actually think this is a really viable strategy, mainly because the 3 stars are the only units that we have available in the beta that are going to be able to max out all their skills. And this character is going to be able to heal, this character is going to be able to increase turn meter, and you're going to get all those benefits of having a maxed out prowess tree. So I do think this 3 star is actually super viable and definitely worth checking out in the beta as a secondary option of a support. But that's going to wrap it up for the day 2, and day 3 is going to have a lot more PvP just because I believe the real-time arena comes out that day, and we're going to have the weekend arena as well. So we're going to see if all the prep that we've been doing is going to carry over and be actual, like, good strategy. So see you tomorrow, and hope this helps you with your progress. Let me know how your progress in Etheria Restart is going, because, I didn't have the best start, and I just want to hear how anyone else is going. See ya.